Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back. And today we're talking about 10 essential apps for filmmakers, and we're doing that right now. So today I want to talk about 10 essential apps for filmmakers, because you might not always have all the gear that you need. You might just have your phone and you're in a place, you're like, man, that would be some really great B-roll, or wow, that's a really amazing sunset, I should try to grab that. You could be all over the place, and the best camera that you have is the one that you have with you. And in many cases, that's your phone. And what makes the phone camera the best that it possibly can be are a lot of the apps that go along with that can help you to capture and create the best content on the fly, on the go, when you're out and about doing your thing. These are 10 apps that I've used that I've found that are essential for mobile phone filmmaking, and that they're gonna make your life a lot easier. So let's get to the list. And I made a list because I can't remember all that stuff right off the top of my head, so we're gonna go down the list, because making lists is a good thing, and that's a whole nother video. But what gets written down gets done, just like this video here. App number 1 of 10 essential apps for filmmakers is Filmic Pro. If you haven't experienced Filmic Pro gives you complete control over the camera, over your exposure, over your focus points, and that type of thing. It's easy to use, it's very intuitive, it's very quick to learn, and it's a very robust app that gives you pro-level controls over your mobile phone camera. So A, complete control over exposure, over your focus, over your settings in the app. Hint, hint, wink, wink, Apple, camera settings in the app. Anyway, it's just a great, well-designed, well-thought-out app that helps you to capture the best footage you can with your mobile camera. That's number 1. Number 2, Light Meter. Light Meter is an app that I use on every production that I'm doing when I don't have a physical light meter. Light Meter is a great app to be able to scan the room. It pulls your Kelvin temperature readings so you can get proper white balance. It gives you f-stop, it gives you your aperture, it gives you ISO readings, all right there in the app. You can lock it down so that you can get the right settings to get the right exposure and the right white balance. Right white balance. Say that 3 times fast. Light Meter, great utility app for your production when shooting. Number 3 on my list was DOF Master, or Depth of Field Master. Sadly, since the iOS 11 release, they have not caught up. There is a solution, an alternative solution for iPhone users, and that is the Depth of Field Calculator. It does the same thing. It allows you to dial in your settings. You can put in your specific camera model and it'll give you the exact settings and calculations for your depth of field for your subject, close, far, so to dial that in. Again, great tool to optimize the shots that you're taking when you're out and about. That's number 3. Number 4 is Shotlist. Shotlist app is a great app to prepare before you go out into do your production. So preparing your storyboards, preparing the type of shots that you're gonna get, the sets that you're gonna be on. You can organize it by date. You can organize it by location. And I use it all the time. It's just a great preparation tool. You spend an hour prepping and planning all your shots so that you know what gear you need when you go out, number one. Number two, so that you know what shots you're shooting and where, so that you don't miss anything. Shotlist, fantastic app. I will leave a link down for all of these apps in the description that you can try them out for yourself and see if it's a good fit for you. Number 5 is the YouTube Studio app. I'm assuming that if you're a filmmaker, you're putting up videos on YouTube. If you're not, you should be. And this is a great app that allows you kind of an administrative overview for your entire channel, how videos are doing, user engagement, being able to connect with your community and get analytics right there in the app, all in one space. Real easy, boom, boom, boom. You have the information that you need to make the decisions based on what you're gonna do next, or what's working, what's not, and so on and so forth. Number 6 is Thumbtack. Now, Thumbtack is a service that allows people to post projects that they need help on, whether that's a video production project or an editing project or animation or photography or there's a whole suite of things that they offer. For me, I'm focused in the film space, so I'm focused on production and editing, maybe some animation and motion graphics and that type of thing. However, it gives you in real time when people post those needs to be able to respond right away. And what I like about this is it's not a race to the bottom. Like, there are other freelance type of sites that it's a race to the bottom. The one who's the cheapest wins. And it's hard to compete with offshore service providers that work for pennies on the dollar. It's just difficult to compete that way, especially when there's 50 people trying to bid for the same job. What I like about Thumbtack is that it caps it out at 5. So you're only competing, well, it's 6, because you're only competing with 5 other potential bids. So your competition is limited, which I like, and it's not a race to the bottom. Most of the projects are reasonable market rates, and it's a bidding process. It gives you real-time notifications, and you're able to respond in real time. If you're a new filmmaker and you're just starting out and you're trying to get going, this is a great place to source new projects and new clients. That's number 6. Number 7 is Google Drive. Now, why are you saying Google Drive in a filmmaking app? Well, let me tell you why. Because with clients, you're sending and receiving large files. I'm not a fan of that other large cloud file service, which will remain nameless. I am a fan of Google Drive, and here's why. It's inexpensive, it's easy to use, it's intuitive, it works on multiple platforms, it doesn't take away somebody else's space. If I load my file up to my drive, it takes away my space. It doesn't charge my client. Dropbox, we won't mention why you would do such a thing. Anyway, I like it because it's on the phone, and if I'm shooting something on my phone, I can quickly upload that B-roll to my drive. I have it. I can delete the file off my phone and free up that space. If there's something that I need to transfer very quickly to a client, I can do so. They can pull it down right to their phone, and they can see it wherever they're at. It just works. Easy to use, it works well. Okay, number 8. Now, number 8 is Canon specific. Sorry if you're on Nikon or Sony or one of those other cameras. So number 8, the EOS Remote, which is, unfortunately, it's Canon specific. I've seen a remote app for Panasonic and Sony, in the App Store. I don't own a Panasonic or Sony, otherwise I would be doing a video on that app. I do own a Canon. I do have a Wi-Fi enabled Canon with the 5D Mark IV, and this app works great with that. It's easy to use, it's user friendly, it's intuitive. You're able to control via the Wi-Fi the camera remotely. I can trigger it, I can be in the shot if I want to be in the shot, if it doesn't require me being behind the camera, obviously. But if I want to set up a portrait or something and be in it, I can do that. If I want to be in a still, in a set video shot, I can do the same. It allows the operator to be in the shot. Additionally, it allows the operator to be able to multitask. Great app if you have a Canon, if you have the 6D, if you have the 6D Mark II, 7D Mark II, any Wi-Fi enabled Canon, you're going to be good to go. So there's a little bit of limitation on that one. Number 9, Instagram. What in the world does Instagram have to do with filmmaking? Well, let me tell you, if you're not on Instagram as a filmmaker, you are failing. Why? Because there's a huge audience on Instagram that love video content. Yes, I said video. You can post up to a minute-long video on there, cut a short teaser of whatever it is that you're posting, and put it on Instagram. You're gonna have more audience engagement. You're going to it allows an easy promotion of a teaser of your video. You're gonna grow your audience and your influence, and you have the flexibility of marketing yourself and your brand from anywhere, anytime. So get on Instagram. Now there's plenty of Instagram videos on YouTube that talk about making sure your feed is consistent and making sure your profile page is dialed in properly for maximum engagement and that type of thing. So go and watch some of those, but get on there. It's a great marketing arm of your production. And last but not least, number 10 is the AR Placer Cam. This is a cool app that's made by Matty and his brother Matty does travel feels. If you're not familiar with him, I'll leave a link in the description to his channel. This app is super cool. It allows you to put 3D text into three-dimensional space in an AR setting in your video, so you can have really cool, colorful titles floating around in your video from the app, right from your phone, that you can post right to your Instagram story or Facebook story and stuff to that effect. Here are the benefits. You can easily add three-dimensional text to your videos. You can even add AR emojis to your videos. It's intuitive, it's easy to use to put AR titles and modify the fonts and the colors all in one place. Fantastic app, check it out. Again, there are links down in the description of all these different apps, so if one piques your interest, please go and click on that. I'm not getting any compensation from that. This isn't a paid sponsorship. I just thought that I would share some of the tools that I use with you, and maybe they'll help you as much as they've helped me. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for watching. If you're not already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Smash the like button on this video if you so choose. And don't forget to hit the bell notification so that you'll be notified anytime a new video drops. And until next time, cheers.